This level of deterioration is as a result of heavy waves lashing against the land. It's a sight for sore eyes, and it's wreaking havoc on the tongue of Sauteurs in the parish of St. Patrick. A huge loss of the beachfront, loss of property that has been beaten by the seawater day after day, and a huge loss to residents as the beach they once knew is no more.
Because all trees go from up the beach, come right down, we used to run below grapes tree, almond tree, everything, jump on some sandbag, coming down the road here, which all right down to here, where we standing. Come up to the old post office street, right where we standing. Even going down to the lagoon. You have a lagoon right there. And after down to the spinner down there, you had some sandbag down there again. But as time goes on, and little erosion take place, start to eat the land.
And from Lake Boy, coming along here, you had plenty sand from the stone, come right down. Sand, you used to have a boat up there. But then every year, like the sea coming in and in, because of the mining of the sand along the road.
The problem is that all of this seafront here is being eroded because of the rising sea levels and the sand that's disappearing, and so the whole of the beachfront here is being eroded, as you can see. This should also.
I recall as a little boy, we used to be walking along the sea coast. Now you can't walk because of this severity of erosion that is taking place. That is something we have to address first and foremost, and then development potential.
But all is not lost. Help is on the way. The Keith Mitchell-led administration commenced yet another project under its Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Program to deal specifically with the problem. It is called the St. Patrick Breakwater Project. This project started in July 2016 at a cost of $4.6 million. It will see the construction of a 1,500 feet breakwater structure from the shore out to the sea and towards the old jetty. So what does the project hope to achieve? According to officials, it will create a system that will calm the water heading into shore, which will lessen damages done to the sand and buildings on the seafront.
The effect of climate change on the planet in general, and on small island development states in particular, can no longer be challenged.
We're going to be building a stone core that's going to be 1,500 feet long. It's 50 feet wide at the bottom, 25 feet wide at the top. We're going to head straight out to the corner of Leapers Hill, go straight out another 200 feet to the end of the whole island, and then we're going to turn left and we're going to head down towards the jetty. We'll see where we get to. All right?
Parliamentary Representative for St. Patrick West, Honorable Anthony Boson, highlighted some of the benefits of the project.
From the breakwater, so we can protect against coastal erosion which is taking place. Right? That is our immediate concern. And at the same time, provide a calmer environment for the fishermen so they can bring in the boats and take on the boats. Beyond that, we have to look at the economic potential that this project provides. And we all believe that this could be the site of the yacht marina, right? Because we have discussed that with the yachting fraternity, and they fully support the idea of having the marina in Sauteurs because it is the halfway point between, let's say, Point Solin and the Lower Grenadines. So yachtsmen live in St. George's, would overnight here, and in the morning take off for what they really come here to do, to enjoy the Grenadines.
With almost a year on the calendar for contractor Don Decall to get the job done, investors, yacht owners and fishermen are already anticipating its use and counting the many benefits it can bring to the parish and by extension Grenada.
It's very important for us here.
Explain why you think so.
Because once they finish the project, they will come down the sea here, plenty sand will come back, and we'll have enough place to have a boat as well.
Already, I've had a call to ask if the Amelia could get in here in October to deliver some cargo. I've been asked by a brave young man if during the new cruise ship season, if he would be able to come up with a boat to bring up tourists.
Well, I think that the whole area will benefit by an increase in the number of visitors. I mean, I hope that eventually the Carriacou ferry would call in here on its way down to St George's, save us this hour-long drive down to St George's to get the ferry to come back up just past where we set out from. So I hope that the ferry will call in eventually, and then I hope we will have we will have anchorages for yachts that will call in on their way up to Carriacou and on their way back down. And I think that I think the breakwater will be the start of, I hope, a lot of development here.
Counting chickens before they hatch, you may say, but it's a sign of hope after so much loss. Residents speak of how heart-wrenching it was watching the area disappear so rapidly before their eyes.
Many walls falling down, buildings are cracking, and we cannot afford for that to be happening.
So it's a sheet of fly. If a truck passing in the road, the whole place shaking. Yeah. If you stay there and it's sea rough and the wave break, the place shaking. So it's like, you know, just waving on something. Yeah.
On the beach. There's an old reef along the top. You can see where the waves are breaking there. Yeah. There's an old reef there. And apparently, 200 years ago, some of that used to be out of the water, and this was a much calmer bay than it is now. But storms and rising sea levels have eroded the area, eroded the reef, and really they're sort of putting back onto the reef to create what was probably here 200 years ago. Well, hopefully a little better than it was then.
So far, the St. Patrick Breakwater project has met no opposition. After all, it has huge potential that will facilitate in the development of the historic parish.
The Breakwater project is a very good project. That's the best they could do for St. Patrick's right now. That is save it. Yeah, I think it will have a great impact on St. Patrick's. Bringing a lot of maybe help tourism and everything like that, and you know, help the place to develop.
I think it's absolutely marvellous. I think it's something that's been wanted for a long time. I think it has the potential to create a huge amount of add-on after it's been built. I think both in terms of the Grenada yachting industry and general development for Sauteurs and St. Patrick's itself.
Well, the Breakwater project is very nice. It's a very good thing for St. Patrick's because that's the north and the pressure coming from the north. And we need to really backfill this area to save the church, to save the supermarkets like Mr. Kenny's supermarket. Then we have a doctor office, that's Mr. Palmer office.
That we will have a good situation where the lands are protected, the sea will get calm, the boats will be able to come in, the fishermen will be able to fish in peace and harmony, and the entire St. Patrick will be better.
For State of Affairs, I am Rickisha St. Louis.